Hey, wonderful people. Welcome to week 5 of our Introduction to Dance History course. You're learning a lot, and here are a couple of things that might help you to be more productive, a stronger writer, a stronger historian, all of those things in the next couple of weeks. Number one, origin of function, and I'm reading from my notes. Um, Historians can pinpoint the origin of a specific technique. Like they can say, this is where, sometimes, this is where merengue came from, or flamenco, or kizomba. They can do that, or gumboot dancing. They can do that. But they cannot pinpoint the origin of a function, right? So they can't say, these dances of imitation came from this area, or dances of religion came from this area, because that is not known, right? So please make sure that you are choosing your words. You're consciously choosing your words, because some of you are changing the wording of the book and stating things in a way that is untruthful, right? So please pay attention to what you are writing and how you are writing, so that we are maintaining the integrity of the information that you're getting. Second one, evidence of the lecture and readings. So you are asked several questions in these tasks and then requested to use evidence from the lecture and the readings to respond. This demonstrates your engagement with the course content. So think about it, if you're writing a research paper, or if you're writing a dissertation or a thesis, or thinking about how you write in the world, when you give your argument, you have to back it up with evidence. So your evidence is going to come from the lecture and the reading, so that it demonstrates to me your engagement with the lecture and the reading and your ability to appropriately apply the information from the lecture and the reading. Am I saying that you need to always agree with what was said in the lecture and the reading? Absolutely not. But you do need to reference it as stated in the lecture and the reading, as stated in X, Y, and Z. Because here's the thing, everything on the internet is not correct, right? So I'm offering you information based on my historical research, based on my lived experience of information that I know to be correct, which is why I'm saying, if you have something that you have in your own lived experience, please add that in and add a citation, right? But your information, your responses have to include evidence from the lecture and the reading. Your answer needs to come from the lecture and the reading. Takeaway number 3. I said takeaway. Point number 3 is dance terminology. So the whole point of that "What is dance?" Module was to give you dance terminology that you're going to use, so that for when you're writing about the dances. Let me say that again. The whole point of that "What is dance?" module was to give you dance terminology for you to use when you are speaking, when you're writing about those dances. Yeah? So in the lecture, in your lecture guide, I gave you examples of acceptable dance terminology to describe effort, because effort can be described by the force, the type of weight, the type of approach, the type of quality. Yeah? So you want to use that terminology. Space, you can talk about the vertical plane, you can talk about orientation, you can talk about pathways, you can talk about grouping. I gave you examples of that. And just because I felt like you could use a little more support in relation to that, I dropped into your module a additional resource that just looks at the elements, right? So it's just the elements again, with examples, dance terminology that you should be using in your writing. Dance terminology is a little different than how we describe dance outside of the dance writing, right? So it's okay to use a term like effortless writing outside of dance. But in a dance course, I'm not asking you how much effort. I'm asking you what type of effort. And you want to use that terminology that's given to you. So with that being said, effortless is a no-no word. There's always effort, and I want you to tell me what kind. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or, you want to tell me something good, shoot me an email through Canvas, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.